Glad you could join us from Research Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Oregon State Beavers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Howie Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Oregon State head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Thanks, Howie. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Broncos offense will start this game off with the football. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. He's trying to bounce back from a 4-interception game in their last loss. The run inside. It's Gaines. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. They get him stopped after a gain of out to the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Got him on the RPO. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on second down. Running inside. It's Gaines. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to you.
Makes the grab in their space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide right, it's Wagner. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finds his target. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Off play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. After the incompletion, will they try it again here on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires. The Beavers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me. That is exactly. Get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out. He took off running. He
is is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pulls it in, it's Powell. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going to audible here, let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Unloads in the nick of time.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right side, it's Wagner. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Bates. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Ready, go. They'll run it. It's Gaines. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense going all in to stop the run. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Boise State! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Unloads to the wideout. That one just came off his hand badly.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to the big tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Needs it here on 4th down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll move the tight end. Quick give. It's Gaines. Quick spin on the run. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Broncos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides to the back. Fighting off the defender. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready? 14.
Hits the hole. It's Gaines. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on 2nd and short. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking to throw on third down. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Left side is Gaines. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Out wide left, it's Bates. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fresh set of downs going up top. Lofts one high indeed. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just enough time for 1 final play of the half. Ripping through the defense. There he goes. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Catching up with Oregon State's head coach here to start the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Quick give. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Beavers want to move quickly. Push is ahead. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop it. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Rides it and reads it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out wide right, it's Butler. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Plows his way ahead. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Hits inside. It's Gaines. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Second and long here. Keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Picked off. What a play to set him up.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
From the gun, tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Breaks into the open. He's dropped.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Beavers need to pick it up on fourth down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on fourth and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it,
Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Beavers have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. They've been running it, but now the pass. Right side, it's Butler. Touchdown, Beaver! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Gaines. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Right back to the well. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Bates. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Broncos will line it up on first and 10. Now on the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be second and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Keeps it on the option. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They need a huge play on third and long. Doing it himself again. That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. With the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
From the gun, it's Gaines. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. They're all over it. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And defensively, this is exactly...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on fourth down. Oh, pressure's coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Making the adjustment. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Going long. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. Rush right in his face. And he gets it away.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Got it. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Beavers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Wants to go up top on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Beavers! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Boise State ready to send out that offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Out wide left, it's Bates. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Broncos will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. RPO complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the stick.
Turning on the Jets. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes for the goal line. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's stopped, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Drops back on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody.
Makes the grab. To the house. Touchdown, Broncos.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game out. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
Rush is on. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Caught. He is in. Touchdown, Oregon State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had them
trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Second down, going to throw it. That's caught. It's Wagner. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires complete on the crosser. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bates. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Now this team